But the point.
And there was something also almost sacred about the time element of letters as well. There's an I think an interesting dimension of time involved in that if you want, one knows how to write, you know, in cursive writing, when you get a letter that has many pages to it, you have already an intrinsic sense of how much time was spent in making it and how much work went into making that. And there's like that shared experience then of this person, these ideas mattered to the extent that this person spent obviously this much time in creating this, and getting a big thick letter in the mail is really, as one of those letters would arrive at my cell, would be just a joyful occasion to think that somebody thought that much of me, to spend that much time with me, because it was a symbol of the time that they spent with me, you know, in the creation of that artifact. So it was with many layers of connection are symbolized in that. It's I think it's really I think it's a topic that is, I think, really worthy of pushing as an artist. And I think there's so much there. I'm wondering how maybe we can start to, just one more note about the time also, and this was about the nature of the mail, was when back in the olden days, back before computers and email, you know, you would write this thing, you would seal it with your DNA and these postage stamps, and then put it in the mail, and then it would be like a week or 2 weeks, depending on where it was going. If it was going to Europe, it could be 3 weeks in transit, and then it would arrive, you know, a response would then be maybe 3 weeks after that. You would be holding, so there would be these lag times, but the lag time was symbolic of a future for the relationship.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? That time was built into the artifact itself, in the anticipation of it arriving and the anticipation of a response. And that it meant that, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, that the relationship was being elaborated in a future tense, much different than anything that can be done on a computer. It was the implication in that act of writing, receiving, exchanging, of this relationship has a past that you constantly revisit through the rereading of the letters, but then is then elaborated in future time by the letters that are in the mail that haven't gotten there yet, that, you know, that you're still, that your intended recipient is still waiting for. So I think there's so many different facets to this that are, I think, very interesting for artists.
We're back to